Coilovers all adjusted on this thing. I want to go drive this here in a little bit. I need to put fuel in it anyways, and I don't have the updated tune back, but I think I'll be okay to drive to the gas station. We'll drive it around the neighborhood to start things off, see how it goes. But what's going on, guys? How you doing? Today's really the last day I'm working on the 04 for what I have here for it. We do have some more stuff on the way, but it's on back order. We have an ATI triple gauge pod. I'm missing 2 of my Defi gauges. I've got the Defi controller, and I think I have oil temperature. I think, what Defi gauge is this? Yeah, I do. I have the oil temperature Defi gauge right here. So I just need the other 2 Defi gauges, the ATI triple gauge pod, and then that's going to be going into this car as well. There's a couple smaller things I need to do before we can get this thing out of the garage. So I got all of the suspension adjusted on this thing, and it looks pretty good. It still needs an alignment, but I think I'll just let an alignment shop take care of that so I don't have to worry about it. I think this is a relatively good and usable height for the car. About 25.5 inches from the fender to the ground in the front and the rear. So I just decided to match them up that way, and it looks pretty good. It's still a very usable ride height also. I don't need this car to be slammed on its nuts. Since it is going to be a daily, it gives a little bit of like fender clearance. It's just a nice, tasteful drop on the car. Pretty happy with that. But one of the first things I have to do is actually clean up the paint on the roof. I never actually did the roof because prior I didn't have that axle in, so I couldn't put the car on the ground. So I couldn't reach the roof because your boy is short, whole 5'7". I just couldn't reach up here. So we're gonna get the roof cleaned off, buff, polish, and then ceramic coat that real quick, just to get that out of the way. And then the paint situation is pretty much all taken care of on this car. There's a couple interior clips we got to put back in, a couple little panels here and there. We'll get those situated. We'll let the car warm up, and we will go drive it around the block and see how it does. If it does good, we'll go to the gas station. Roof is all cleaned up on the white STI. I just took the doggies for a walk. It looks like it's about to start just dumping rain out here. I did just get in the wheel spacers for the WRX to just kind of help with the fitment of it. So I do want to toss those on real quick before we just get pissed on, because it looks like we're just about to get absolutely peed on. You can't even see it in the camera, but it's about to R. Kelly us. So let's go ahead and get these guys tossed on. These are just 20mm Faction Fab wheel spacers, which should help just bump the fitment out enough. So that way, was that lightning? I just saw a flash over here. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna go get these on before I get struck by lightning. The rains, they're already starting. What? Oh wow, it's stuck on there. got a tailing hardy. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a rain jacket. I'm cold now. I'm wet and cold. So we got the wheel spacers on the WRX. Let me get through this waterfall. Whoop. Let me tell you, they look way better. These are Faction Fab 20mm wheel spacers. They do fill out nicely for stock wheels like this, if this is something that you are looking at or something that you want. Highly recommend them. I'll link them down below for any of you guys that do want them. My discount code at Rally Sport Direct does work on these. It's like 10 out of 10, man. They look way freaking better on the car with those wheel spacers. Like I said, these are still temporary wheels for right now, but still super happy with them. The wheel spacers just add that much more to them. Next up on our blah blah here to get it done, I have to reassemble the lower trim down there underneath of the driver's column. I need to route the access port cable and a couple other smaller things inside of the car just to get that done. So let's do that. I'm probably gonna wipe down the dash and everything too, just to get any like dust, dirt off. Clean the inside of the windows, just get it kind of knocked out and done with. And then I think this is actually ready for the street once we get our updated tune. So sweet, let's clean up in here. So the 04 STI should be put together enough, and with a base tune like this, to be able to go drive it to the gas station. I assume. We'll find out. Like, all the fuel trims and everything looked fine when it was idling. We'll take it around the neighborhood. If it looks bad while going around the neighborhood, we'll bring it back. If everything looks okay, we'll take it to the gas station, then bring it back. It just needs some fuel. It's like right under a quarter of a tank. So I just want to get some fuel put back in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the WRX started, let it warm up, move it, make some room for the STI to come out. Then we hope to God that it makes it to the gas station. Let's go see if this thing will work. It should. Let's go into the gas station. It's right around the corner. This sucks. We're just going to the gas station. That's it. It does run a little lean. Brakes are pretty non-existent. They're there, but you really got to work for them. So yeah, this thing needs to go down to Subaru. When we get our tuner revision, that's the first place we're gonna go, but it needs gas, and I'm not using my E85 containers for gas, so. Well, it made it here, but definitely needs the brakes are very subpar right now. Well, 35 bucks almost filled us up. Well, it started right up for the most part also. All right, we got gas. Let's limp this thing back to the house. Try smashing on the brakes in like a real empty spot to try to get some of the air and the ABS to the lines. All right, brake test. There we go. We want ABS to kick on like that. So the STI made it back in one piece, which is obviously a good sign. The brakes, like I've harped on this enough, but the brakes honestly just feel like straight up butthole. I believe that slamming on the brakes like I was doing to get the ABS to kick on is enough. We may have to go out and do it again, but I believe that's enough to get the valves to actuate, to open inside of the ABS module to be able to push air outside of that module. The other good thing that I'm super pumped on is this car, when I bought it, had the ABS, the brake light, and there was one other light that would come on the dash because the old ABS module was bad. Bought one on eBay for like 80 bucks, cleaned it up, swapped it in. The lights aren't coming back, which is fucking beautiful. This car is now 100% problem free. 200,000 mile STI, 100% problem free. That's glorious right there. So I can't really do anything else on this 04 STI until that base tune comes in. I'm not even gonna worry about bleeding the brakes again because I'm not gonna drive the car again until that tune comes in. I just had to get fuel in the car. So it's gonna sit here and hang out. Once we get that tune, we'll take a day. We'll come back to the 04 STI, we'll bleed the brakes, upload the new tune, go get more log, really start getting braking miles put on this thing. I'm going to the shop today because today marks the day that I'm gonna go start working on blue again. I'm gonna go start building out. Dude, I'm sorry, I have like the hiccups right now. I'm gonna go start building out the new engine harness for that car and start getting blue back to life because I miss my blue Baru and I want my blue Baru back. So 04 STI works, the hatch works, RS is under a tarp. Time to get the blue Baru going. So with that, that's all I got for you guys on this one. If you liked the video, you know what to do. Go to hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be, go, you know, you guys know the spiel. One of these corners, something, something, something. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.